The Love Project is all about neighbors supporting neighbors, and what that means to us is that we provide fresh fruit, vegetables, dairy, meat, eggs, and also hygiene products to families in need in the Virginia Village area, specifically Ellis Elementary families.
First of all, I love the name because I think love is a resource we're never going to run out of. I love the connection we have, the neighbors supporting neighbors. There's a oneness that happens because we all need each other.
So this started in about May of 2020, so the very beginning of the pandemic. I had a friend who had a daughter at Ellis Elementary School who let me know that they were letting the kids out early for basically Easter break, and then they weren't going to come back for the rest of the year. And at that time, our thinking was, well, let's really send these families off with a gift of food, knowing that a lot of the kids eat most of their meals at school. And we thought this whole COVID thing would blow over in a matter of a few weeks. So we did a food drive with the intention of just giving it out probably as a one-time thing. And to my surprise, when I sent an email to my neighbors, they said things like, well, I was only able to give you a couple of things that I had on hand, but are you going to do this again because I'll shop for it? And that was the first really surprising thing for me, was that there was so much generosity, and a lot of people, I think, just knew that there were other people in need and not really sure how to reach out or how to contribute.
The Love Project creates an opportunity not only just addressing food scarcity in our neighborhood and our little community in Southeast Denver, but it also is recognizing people who might not look like me, but also want to engage and want to be part of something. And I think that's what draws me to the Love Project versus other spaces where I could donate my time and my resources, because it's not just about a food distribution and addressing food scarcity. It's also about a neighborhood, and it's a neighborhood coming together, and I think that's what love does.
God, thank you for this moment. Thank you for this opportunity to be in community with our neighbors.
So I think one of the challenges early on was first a language barrier. Most of the families that we serve speak Spanish, and I have some elementary school Spanish, but it's not sophisticated enough to carry on the kinds of conversations I wanted to have with families to really understand, what are the most critical needs in terms of types of food that people wanted to be eating. I never wanted there to be, waste, and even beyond just making sure I was buying things that people wanted. I also really wanted to make sure that we did special things for special occasions. For example, holidays. There's the traditional American-style Thanksgiving, but I know the Hispanic community has their own traditions as well, and that's why we brought Gigi in.
I learned about the project from my son's school teacher. So that's how it started. I was part of attending the distributions as, I needed help. I figured, take advantage of the resource. And then eventually try to help out and volunteer. And that's when Pamela invited me to be cultural advisor, translator. And I felt honored, and it's been a roller coaster. It's been an adventure, so many events. It's been worthwhile, and it's been great.
So if people want to get involved in the Love Project, we always love hearing from people in the community. So their first stop should be to go to theloveproject.com, and love is spelled with 2 V's for Virginia Village. So the Love Project, 2 V's.
Celebration Community Church also has lots of information through their website about the Love Project and what's happening and how to get involved as well.
One of the things that's so crucial about what we do, I mentioned earlier that we also provide hygiene and cleaning supplies. And so that's always been integral to the work that we do. And a lot of the grant money that's available and that we have now covers all the food costs, but there are not as many funding opportunities to pay for the 500 rolls of toilet paper that we give away every month, and the paper towels and all the cleaning products. So that's one of the things that's most helpful to us. So there's opportunity on our site to also contribute financially, or even to buy things from our Amazon wish list.
We really want to make sure that we're not just giving out supplies, but doing it with dignity. And I think we all do that, because we all really we give of our time and our resources, but what we get back is also tremendously beautiful and impactful.
This is the most important work of my life. It's inspired me to to do this full time. It's really focused, as the pandemic has for a lot of people, on what really matters in life.
For more stories, check out Denver's YouTube page or tune in to denver8.tv.